Hello my crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my process video for my day 5, which is my expense spending tracker, and I'm going to just be flipping right through it. And if you're interested in getting any information about any of the pages I've already done, you could definitely check out my channel. I have process videos for all of them. So I'm doing my December daily in my Happy Planner, so I'm calling it December Plan Daily. So week 2 is 5 through 11, so this is going to be the planner page for that week. I'm going to be using this to decorate my actual planner, but I'm not going to be doing that until the week before. And like I normally do, just do my planner for my day 5, my track spending receipts for my December Plan Daily. And I am going to be doing this today, and also the envelope that's going to go with it. I will also be doing that as well. So let's go ahead and just get started. I found these papers that kind of have like a old-fashioned kind of paper look to it, and I wanted to use these to track my spending. So I'm going to be cutting this down to size and then placing them on the spending tracker. And then I'm going to be doing some additional decorating on here as well. I started out by cutting out the paper, and I just went ahead and cut it straight down the middle, so it's 6 inches. I did have to trim it a little bit to actually make it fit on the page, on the pocket that I'm going to create a little bit later. And then I just trimmed it down to size, and I had 3 sheets of this, so when I cut it in half I had 6 sheets. So hopefully that'll be enough to keep all of my expenses for the month of December. Alright, I'm just testing it out here and making sure that it's going to be fitting on the page, and then I'm going to go ahead and punch the holes for the paper. I just made a little guide of where the holes were, and took my crocodile punch here and just punched out some of the holes and made sure that it fit, and then just put the back brackets on the back there to kind of keep those on there. And the main reason that I'm doing this is so that when I actually want to write on the paper, I could just pull it out and then write on it and then put it back in the planner. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make a shaker pocket. What I wanted to do was just create a little pocket here and use some of the beautiful sequins that I bought at Michael's recently. And I just used some whites and some blues and some clear, and then put some seed beads in. I've got some white seed beads and clear seed beads. And then I just kind of made a little bit of a mixture there. And I think I used a little bit of silver, and then later on I do put a little bit of touch of gold on there. Alright, so I had that one vellum little snowflake there, and I wanted to use that in the shaker, so I just took a glue dot, one of the ultra thin glue dots, and just put those on there. And I was just testing it out here just to make sure that it was going to fit, because that was one of the Mambi Happy Planner pocket pages that go within the planner, and I wanted to keep that little part that went in the planner on still. So I'm just readjusting there, and then I'm going to go ahead and fuse that up. And for some reason I couldn't find my little metal ruler that I usually use for this, so I do recommend using that versus doing it on your mat, because it's hot and it's plastic on plastic. It kind of melts the plastic. Alright, so now you can see that it's going to fit into the planner. And I did make it a pocket. It really technically isn't a pocket because I have the paper attached with the brackets, but I thought it would just be nice to be able to not only have them attached at the top, but also have it attached to the bottom, so that when I'm flipping the paper back and forth, the book back and forth, I don't, it doesn't like fly open, or it makes it just a little bit easier to flip the paper back and forth. All right, so I did seal the side and the bottom a little bit, and then I trimmed it because it was just a little bit too long. the pocket pages are just slightly longer than the actual pages. So I just trimmed it a little bit. So I just fused kind of all the other sides up. And then I used my glue dots again. So I just used the ultra thin glue dots, and those are really good to use because they're pretty see-through. You can't even hardly see that there's adhesive on there. And again, it's not really meant to be like a pocket, so I just kind of did a couple strategic little spots to get it glued on there. And then I just used some washi at the bottom just to kind of make sure that it was fully adhered down. And then I just wanted to do some additional decorating on the pocket itself. So I had those really beautiful star or some snowflake stickers that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then once I got all of the paper and stuff glued in here down in the pocket, I went ahead and taped the brackets on. I just didn't want them to move. So that's why I was taping the back of the brackets. And then I took some of that washi that I used at the bottom and I just cut that in half and just put that in the little top part because there's a little bit of space at the top. And then I'm going to put a sticker in there as well. Once I actually get that back on there, I'm going to put a little sticker on the top. And that sticker came from a Heidi Swap sticker set. And I believe it says something like, something I bought today, and then it says ... So I thought that was appropriate for this paper, for this page. All right, and then I'm going to just pull out one of my little Mambi flag chipboard stickers here that says holiday, and it matches the blue. And then I had those tags from way back when. I don't even know how long I've had those tags in my stash. And one of them had a little snowflake on it, so I just kind of pulled that off to use for the 5 for the day 5. So I just marked it with that paper. That's another little thing I bought last year. I either got it at the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree, and I hope they have some again this year because those are so cute, and I would definitely get more of those. And then I just put them on the side panel there just to kind of decorate the side a little bit more. And then I stuck that one under there so it looks like it's underneath the page, the paper. And then I'm going to grab just a couple of little of those stickers from Mambi and just stick them on the actual paper. And then I wanted to write expenses on the pocket, so I just grabbed some of those gold stickers that I got at Tuesday Morning. And it's kind of convenient because I was actually able to line it up right with that line that's on the paper. So I just lined that up. So that's kind of another reason why I wanted to put the pocket there, is because I needed something to actually put my little title. And I thought that was a cute idea. And just doing some additional embellishing, putting some stickers on it, making sure everything is in here down. And then I think I'm going to do one more of those stickers. Yeah, I just use that little small sticker and I hang it off the side so that when I cut it, I used that other little piece that was cut off and stuck it again on the behind the paper so it looks like it's underneath the paper. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and write down the categories for each of the columns. So I wanted to make sure I tracked the date, the store I made the purchase at, the items, the amount, and then the categories. So I have specific categories that I use for my budget, and that's what I wanted to keep track of. So I'm going to just write that stuff there, and then I'll transfer all that information over to my budget when I'm ready to do that. All right, I wanted to go ahead and make a paper clip for this page. I just thought it would just look cute hanging there on the pocket. And so I took that button, it's actually a flat back button, and I just took a piece of felt and I kind of weeded it through the uh, paper clip. And the reason that I did that was I wanted it to be, I wanted the paper clip to be able to go inside the paper a little bit more. And you'll see here when I put it on the paper that it kind of went inside the paper. And then I just took another little flat back button embellishment and put that on top with my glue gun. And I think that turned out really cute. And I just like that little touch of that snowflake right there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make my receipt envelope now. And I decided I was going to use like a regular envelope, but then I decided that I wanted it to be um, a side envelope, and I couldn't find one that was big enough for the planner. Like I wanted it a certain dimension, so I just decided I was just going to make my own. And that snowflake paper came from the same paper pack that I bought the at Hobby Lobby, so the coordinating colors and everything. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to put this into my happy planner because once I folded it, it was double, and it doesn't go in the happy planner if the happy planner only punches one page at a time. So I just did the old punch and cut the slit method, and it works perfectly fine. And then I wanted to go ahead and get it glued down, so I just kind of glued the inside first and put some red line tape on the sides. And I did punch the hole too, half a hole into the side, just so it makes it a little bit easier to access the receipts. So there's that part, and I'm just going to take my bone folder and just make sure that's really adhered down really well, and then go down over the sides. And then I have these little envelope closures. I actually found them at a garage sale, and they were pretty old, so the adhesive and stuff was kind of worn out of them. And what I decided to do was I decided to take the one side, that's actually the side that the adhesive is supposed to be on, and it's white, and the other side's kind of like a brownish color. So I just decided to use the opposite side and then just stick a little snowflake um, sticker on the front to just give it a little bit of added embellishment. And then I used some red and white twine to get that envelope closure down. And then I have this little snowflake that I got at the Dollar Tree like a year or two ago. And I thought, oh, this would look really cute in here. So I just took it and I just literally attached it to the Happy Planner. And then what I did is I kind of tucked it inside the pocket a little bit so it doesn't really dangle that much. And so what now I want to do is decorate the envelope a little bit. I had that one glitter washi that came from the other side because I had cut that one in half. And then I have that red foil washi that came from Michael's. And that little Noel came from the Manby sticker sheets. And a reason why I wanted to kind of add a little bit more red to the page is the next page over is going to have some red in it. So, and since you can kind of see the pockets on the bottom, I wanted to just have a little bit more red accent. So that's why I'm kind of accenting with a little bit more red. All right, and I'm just adding some snowflake stickers there. And then I decided I wanted to go ahead and write the word receipt, or actually receipts, I should say. And I just take some letter stickers that I have in my stash. And again, if you're interested in my supplies, I do have a supply video that kind of walks through pretty much all of the supplies that I have. I did pick up some new stuff, and I mean, let's face it, I'll probably pick up even more new stuff later, but anyway, there it is. I really love how it turned out. I love how the envelope turned out. I think it's really cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will also just show you real quickly the full layout. So there is my expense pocket and my little envelope, and I'm really excited how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Until next time, bye.